Well, Mauricio Dubon has just won his second Gold Glove as utility man for a third straight year. He did something that nobody else is doing. Let's talk about on this bonus edition of Locked On Astros.
Yainel Diaz, this is Locked On Astros.
Hello and welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Huysman and Brett H-Town Wheelhouse Chancey.
We are Locked On Houston Astros. We hope that you join us for a daily Locked On Astros podcast. My name is Eric Huysman. He is Brett Chancey, and we already did a podcast earlier today, but we love our audience so much, and we love Mauricio Dubon that we felt like we should go ahead and do a bonus episode talking about the Gold Glove and the fact that Mauricio Dubon wins another Gold Glove. Like Brett said, he won one as a utility player in 2023. We know that one was because Jose Altuve got hit in the hand during the World Baseball Classic, missed a lot of time, so he played a lot that year. Also, he played every position except for pitcher and catcher. He did the same thing this year in 2025, and while Clement may have had the better, I guess, counting stats, but just what Dubon offers to a team, especially Brett, that one that struggled with players staying healthy this year, like the Houston Astros, that gives a lot of value to what Mauricio Dubon could do.
Yeah, definitely. And as you mentioned, so this is the third year in a row that he has played every position except for pitcher and catcher. And believe it or not, he is their emergency catcher. And he would be willing to do that. You know, I would encourage our listeners and our viewers, if you did not get to see our Mauricio Dubon interview, check that out. And I promise you, we will have him back. Actually, Eric, right now, I'm working on another Houston Astro, someone who would be a pretty big get if I can get things lined up. I'm working with some of his people to see if we can't get him on the show, but we definitely got to get Dubon back. The thing I love about Dubon, Eric, is when you are a utility man, you know you're not in the lineup every single day. But when you're in there, you have to be on. And so you have to be willing to take the call, even if you're not in the lineup and someone goes down. Or if coach is riding a hot hand, and then you've got someone like Yordan Alvarez, who they trade bats with each other. And what does he do? He goes and hits like back-to-back home runs with Jose Altuve twice in one game. But this year, his defense is why we're talking about him, a 17-run value, which, Eric, is his highest. He only had a 5-run value in 2023. The guy just simply goes out and does great things. And when you look at his outs above average, Eric, at shortstop, 8 outs above average, third base, 3 outs above average, second base, 8 outs above average, and even in center field, 1. And he didn't even have those kind of numbers in 23. So this is probably his best defensive year. This is a guy that is up for arbitration. I think the Astros would be insane to not give him, even if he wants a little more, to not give him a little more to keep him around, because not only is he great with the glove, but he's great in the clubhouse.
Yeah, no, a lot of people said, well, I think the Astros should trade Dubon, but Dubon offers you what a lot of players cannot, the ability to play multiple positions, like you just said.
Right.
And he does it like above average conditions. Like, it's not just Altuve just try and go out there and make left field not look as awkward as possible. He goes out there and looks like he's been playing that position. Before the show, we're talking, as we're watching the award ceremony, we're talking about his arm average, his arm speed is pretty good for whatever position he's normally sits at. Because I think he came up as a shortstop, so he's got a strong arm. He's somebody that can play multiple positions. You had him playing first base a lot this year. He had to play third base a little bit. So it's just the fact that he could play everything and the fact that he is what the Astros needed this year, a Swiss Army knife. So, guys, we'll go and continue this conversation. Thank you for making Locked On Astros podcast your first listen every day.
Yes, sir. This episode is brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. The NBA is back. No other place to get in the action than FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Even if you missed the start of the game or you want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything that you can score from all the way into the fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into the same game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. It keeps every game exciting, especially when your team's making that late push. So right now, FanDuel is giving away new customers $300 in bonus bets when you bet your first your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. And not only that, you have Game Time. Game Time is a place to go. Go to Game Time, download the app today. Use the code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. You know you've heard me talk about it, and what's great is you don't have to go through all the hassle of all the other ticket places, because why? When you go to checkout, they surprise you with fees at the back end. Not with Game Time. Game Time also gives you views from your exact seat, and they have a thing called Game Time deals. I mean, these super deals are amazing because what you do is you pick the section, they pick the seat, and the price is always the best one out there. So if you go to Game Time, you have to use a promo code LOCKEDONMLB. That's LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Click, tick, get it today. Game Time. It's time to get in charge of your game.
Hey guys, thank you for making Locked On Astros podcast your first listen every day. Whether it's on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to us. Go and make us first listen. Apple, Odyssey, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts, go and check us out. So we are doing a special bonus episode about Mauricio Dubon winning the Gold Glove for the utility position. Cam Smith, he did not win, but he was one of the finalists. Wilyer Abreu did win it from the Red Sox. So I believe that was his second award in right field.
Yes.
But
it was his second Gold Glove.
Yes. So Cam Smith, for what he did, transitioning from third base to right field was impressive enough. And the fact that he was a finalist for Gold Glove, that's enough for me. So
definitely.
With what Dubon can do is just impressive on top of what he does just on a regular basis. So for people just say, let's go ahead and trade him. Let's go and save some salary. You can't find this type of player on trees.
Not in a Gold Glove. And again, his outs above average was in the 99th percentile. His arm strength is in the 87th percentile. And he just, like I said, dominates wherever he plays. Innings by position, Eric, in 2025, 318 innings at second base, 141 innings at third base, 206 at shortstop. Left field, he played 175 innings, center field 89, right field 18, and first base 13. That is a huge spread across the field. Now, in 2024, because of their first base issues, he played 93 innings at first base in 2024. So this guy, again, for the third straight year, has played every position in the field except for pitcher or catcher. So you've got to absolutely love this. So there you go. The 2025 Gold Glove winner, Mauricio Dubon. That's awesome. Covering up my face like that. Good job.
Oh yeah. I should go ahead and go the whole show like this. This would be awesome. But
no,
the Astros just went ahead and tweeted that out right now, or X'd it out, whatever you call it. Posted it.
You can say posted it, X it out. That's hilarious.
But Dubon, I know that he's going to be counted on a lot this next year. I know that they have a lot of people that can probably do what he does, but not at his level. And I think that it's just good to have this type of player. And I'm glad the Astros made this trade. At first, we're like, well, he doesn't have a lot of power. He doesn't what can this guy offer? And a lot of the Giants people reached out to us and said, hey, you don't know what type of player you're getting. Dubon is a all-around player. He's a guy that play all around the diamond. He's very passionate. He's a very good overall player, and you're getting a great player in this trade. And I believe we traded a catcher. I don't know if it was Hochschild or it was somebody.
No, it was no. I forget. Honestly, I forget the catcher's name. He was back in. Oh my gosh! Was it Papa or Pappas or something? He had some kind of.
It was Michael
Papa, right, or something like that.
Paparisky.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody called him Papa. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I remember that guy now. He played a lot of AAA. He came up and, but Mauricio Dubon talked about how he felt appreciated when he came to Houston. He felt like he had value in Houston, and it wasn't that the players. He didn't enjoy the players in San Francisco. He just felt like the front office didn't really give him his respect and his due. And so the Astros at the end of the day have a guy that is unique in that you get 2 Gold Gloves in the last 2 years, and there's no reason to not bring him back in 2026.
Larceny asked about our thoughts on the World Series. We kind of offered that in the earlier episode. If you want to go back.
Larceny, like theft?
That's what it looks like.
Larceny. Your name means theft. Thoughts on the World Series? It was a great World Series. I mean, we hate that the Dodgers won, but you won a World Series to go to Game 7. You don't want to blow out. But I can only imagine that if the Dodgers would have lost, they would have been complaining about cheating, because when the Blue Jays are dominating, I sure saw a lot of fans. Oh, George Springer's only hitting because he knows what pitch is coming. So. It is what it is.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. The Astros have a lot of moves to make, but having a guy like Dubon on the roster gives you a backup plan, a backup to the regional assistant manager, whatever that term was from the office. But definitely glad to see this happen. We wanted to just go ahead and jump in and talk about this. But just guys, go ahead and stay tuned to the Locked On Astros podcast. All off season, we are your team every day. Go and make us your first listen, and we will see you tomorrow. And Brett, what do we always say?
Go Stros. Congrats, Doobie. As you would say, friend of the show. All right, friend of